Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be why you're stronger than you think. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So I've done a few videos on this topic with different thumbnails. I'm giving it a fresher take because recently I've received some requests from the community to do this exact video. So here it is with a fresh take. And remember, if any of you want to have one-on-one coaching sessions with me, drop an email at narcdailyvideos@gmail.com. That's narcdailyvideos@gmail.com. So why you are stronger than you think, than you know. It's very simple. It's because number one, you have been tested to your core in the narcissistic relationship. You are a part of a relationship that not only did you not know what it was meant to try to do to you, which is take you down for the count, but each and every day you were in that relationship, you could not wrap your head around the experiences that you were experiencing and the poor behavior that you tolerated. Now, maybe the narcissist was your mom, maybe it was your lover, maybe it was a neighbor, maybe it was a coworker, a sibling, person in a community and or organization you are and or were a part of. The narcissist is everywhere. They're all around you. Now, I am not a doom and gloom individual. I'm just letting you know that throughout your life, you encountered more than one narcissist. It's just that right now you're probably putting yourself back together, or you have already healed and you are now going down the rabbit hole of understanding what narcissism really is and how you did not know about it throughout most of your life until maybe very recently. But why you are stronger than you know, it's because you were tested and you passed the test, or you are passing the test, which means you are healing, you're learning, you're growing, you're becoming educated and empowered. You are understanding that there are dark forces on this planet. These dark forces aren't just in a horror movie or a suspense or thriller or mystery movie. They're all around you and they've always been there. Keep in mind, many people on the planet don't have your best interest at heart. Many people are envious of you and or jealous of you. Many people want to be you. Many people tried to take you down for the count, including the narcissist. And as usual, anything that the narcissist tries to accomplish, it usually gets exposed over a period of time or it backfires. But the narcissist, remember, they really had their target on you for a period of time, which meant if you married them as an example, well, they knew what you provided. They knew that you probably were a people pleaser or a yes person, or you couldn't say no, the strongest word in the English language. They certainly knew that you didn't have boundaries, because if the narcissist married you, believe me, your boundaries were decimated long before that wedding ring was placed on the finger. But again, you were most likely in the love bomb / euphoric stage before you married them, or even when you married them, you didn't know what was going on. And once you did marry them, or once you moved or relocated or loaned them money or went into business with them or had children with them, this is when they now knew that they had you. Remember, the narcissist looks at individuals as opportunities. They look at empaths as weak. They look at people who don't know their own value or don't know what they bring to the table as inferior. These are all the things the narcissist wants you to never figure out. The narcissist wants you to continue pining for them, to continue thinking about them, to live in your head rent-free, if you will. Now, there are a lot of things I just unpacked there, but why you are stronger than you know? Because not only were you tested and you have passed the test, or you are passing the test, but you're healing and you are evolving and you're growing and you are introspecting and you are understanding what this relationship was all about. You see, this relationship was a lifelong learning lesson for you, and it is quite simply pass-fail. There's no middle ground here. And that's just the way it works. Pass-fail means failing is you don't acquire the wisdom. You never have the opportunity to heal. You can't wrap your head around what the narcissist is. And there are so many people like that, but that's not you. And again, I am not saying people fail or pass in life. I'm saying if you made it on the channel, you found the needle in the haystack and you're getting the wisdom on my channel, you are already passing. You're already ahead of most people. That's what I'm suggesting. My hope is everybody finds the channel and everybody learns and grows and pays it forward and helps others to heal and get across the bridge to the pinnacle of indifference. But that's for a whole different video. Why you're stronger than you know, it's because you were tested and you're now understanding that you need to slow your life down. You now have to wrap your head around what narcissism is and or how it affected you for a period of time. You also have to understand that there are many people all around you, maybe even in your immediate family, who flat out have never cared about you. They're not going to change now, and they don't want the best for you. Now, are these your enemies? I wouldn't say that necessarily. What I would say is, again, as I mentioned a moment ago, many people are envious or jealous of you. Why? Because you're a beautiful, bright, shining light. And perhaps you did go through most of your life wearing rose-tinted glasses, or you were an optimist, or somebody who really didn't want to quit, and you were always giving, and you were there to support people even though those people weren't there to support you. Well, that's how perhaps you did go through life, and you didn't quite feel like you fit in, maybe even in grade school, high school, university. In romantic relationships, something was off because you were giving more and the other individual perhaps wasn't. Now, doesn't mean that person was a narcissist. What I'm saying is, eventually you ran into the jigsaw or the saw blade of the narcissistic relationship, and that's why you're on the channel. That's why you are understanding and learning and becoming awakened and aware. This relationship, it really tried to take you down. And again, it did not succeed. You thought it would perhaps succeed for periods of time. Let's go back in time. If you experienced the dark night of the soul, please drop comments below. I experienced it once and only once, and I don't want to go through anything like that ever again. Many people I know have experienced it. A few have experienced it more than once. That simply means, from my perspective, is they had to get a message. There was a message being sent to them from the cosmic field, from the universe, from source, from whatever you want to call it, God, whatever you want to call the source. But there was a message being relayed to you. And that's why you had to, number one, go through the dark night of the soul once. And if you had to go through it more than once, again, there was a message that you were not receiving. That's why you had to go through it. But having said all these things, using the dark night of the soul as an example, if you did experience that, you know that that was one of the most challenging, difficult, trying times of your existence. You didn't know if you were going to make it from day to day, and you didn't know how you were going to get yourself out of it. But what happened? Something along the way changed within you, and you did get your way out of it, and you did work, and you did thrive, and you did understand that being committed, resilient, focused, determined, dedicated, encouraged, and moving forward is the path. Understanding that you are the priority, that you do come first, second, and third, and that somebody never wanted you to come first, second, or third. They wanted you to come last. And who was that person? That was the narcissist. The narcissist did not want you to exist. The narcissist wanted you to become an extension of them. The narcissist wanted to keep you trapped in the devaluation stage or the narcissistic fog. The narcissist did not want you to escape. The narcissist wanted you believing that they held the key to the prison that you were in mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, intellectually. But the truth is, somewhere along the way, you got the wisdom and you found your first light bulb moment and you realized, oh my gosh, I've had the control the whole time. I've had the power. It's my energy. This person hoodwinked me. This person tricked me. They trapped me. They manipulated me. This person, i.e. the narcissist, they didn't want my best interest at heart. They just wanted to take, and take. And then when they were done, if they discarded me, they wanted to take more. That's what the narcissist wanted. But guess what? They couldn't take you down for the count. That's why you're here. That's why you're getting the wisdom. That's why perhaps if this is the first video you're ever watching, you're having light bulb moments left, right, and center, because you're understanding that it's not just you. There's a whole community of us. There is a whole world filled with us. Who are us? Who are we? We are the people that have beaten the narcissistic abusive cycle. We're the people who have come through the fire, risen through the ashes like a phoenix, and we are now galvanized. We are now changed forever. We are now in the third version of ourselves, a version we never even knew existed, and we are paying it forward, and we are growing in numbers. Each and every day when I have one-on-one sessions, more and more people are sincerely knowing their value. They're understanding that not everyone thinks the way they think, and that they bring a special, beautiful, bright light to this planet called Earth. And this is beautiful. This is something the narcissist tried to keep under wraps. This is something the narcissist wanted to keep in the dark. This is why people enter these relationships, i.e. the narcissistic relationship, because the narcissist does not want your beautiful, bright light shining. They don't want the abundance and the beauty. They want to keep that for themselves. That is why you lose your hobbies. That is why your support system blows up. That's why your health takes a hit. That's why your finances are decimated. That's why your social circle implodes. That's why you are isolated when you are in the relationship. Remember, when you were in the relationship, you could have been sitting right next to the narcissist watching a Netflix show, back then when you did watch Netflix shows, and they would be on one of their 3 smartphones. What would they be doing? Number one, not spending time with you, although they would be sitting next to you, but they wouldn't be mentally present, maybe physically, but they'd be looking for your replacement, and they'd be giggling and smirking as you were trying to watch a documentary. They weren't watching a documentary. They were saying, go on, just don't worry about it. Just keep playing it. It's fine. Because they were acting like they were spending quality time with you, and you believed it because that's where you were. You were trapped in the narcissistic fog. Those things don't work any longer. The narcissist created a superhuman being when they discarded you. They created someone that they never thought they would meet, which is someone who is stronger, more powerful, more resilient, more determined, an authentic and honest, trustworthy individual. This person is you. And the person that the narcissist created when they discarded you was somebody they never thought would make it. Remember, when the narcissist discarded you, if they did discard you, they never thought that you would survive. They never thought that you would pick yourself up by the bootstraps. They did not think you would make it. They honestly didn't. What they thought is that you would never, A, figure out what narcissistic abuse is, B, identify that they are a narcissist or were a narcissist, and C, heal and put yourself back together and thrive and grow and pay it forward. This is exactly what happens. And each and every day, as I mentioned during my one-on-one sessions, there are individuals who have so much abundance and beauty within them, they can't recognize it themselves. Why? I'll tell you why, because they're so beaten down and they need to get the message, a message of hope, a message of inspiration, a message of growth, a message of abundance, a message of fortitude, a message of promise, a message of the present and the future, not the past, not the abuse, not the gaslighting, the stonewalling, the silent treatment, the smear campaign, triangulation, etc. No, those days are over. We have now learned the glossary, the terms, the definitions on the narcissistic abusive cycle, and we have healed, or we are well on the healing path. We are understanding that there are so many of us spread all over the globe, in all different countries, speaking different languages, different skin colors, different knowledge and wisdom about the planet, not exclusive to the narcissistic abusive cycle, but we are growing in numbers. And this is why you are stronger than you know. The reason why is because you made it, or you're making it. And every day you are waking up, and every day you are putting one foot on the ground and then the next one, and you're moving forward, despite the fact that perhaps you have health issues, despite the fact that your social circle has and or had blown up, despite the fact that you have no money or had no money. You know that there's only one path, and that path is healing, and the only person that can heal you is you. Now, some pro tips for you, as I mentioned on the channel frequently, include journaling, seeing a therapist who knows about the narcissistic abusive cycle and unfortunately perhaps has experienced it, by healing childhood wounds, by meditating, by slowing your life down and introspecting and understanding that this relationship you were a part of, you had to go through it, and there was no other way. If you did not meet that narcissist or encounter that one, believe me, the narcissist would have found you in a different capacity. This was one of your lessons on this planet called Earth, in this experience called life. You had to go through it. I had to go through it too. Now remember, not everyone experiences the narcissistic abusive cycle. The people that do are the people that have high value and that did not have boundaries, and that believed perhaps in love or believed in the rhetoric or the words of the narcissist, and that's how they fell into it. I get it. Others were born into the relationship. I understand that also. Point being, once you've identified who the narcissist is or narcissists are, you must go no contact, block them, remove them, delete them, and all flying monkeys and people associated with them if you can. If you can't, I understand, utilize gray rock, which means just become dull, become boring. Don't share information with them. Understand that your energy is meant for yourself. Now, the toxic narcissistic energy vampire, what a saying that is, this person will pop in and out of your life here and there. I am not suggesting the person you're thinking about. I'm suggesting the dark energy force. It can come at you in different shapes and sizes with different body types. This is the path. That's why you need to get the wisdom, and you need to apply the tools, if not now, when. This is what we must do. You're one of the fortunate ones, and you are stronger than you know. The reason why you're one of the fortunate ones is because, first of all, you made it this far in the video, but second of all, every word I'm speaking is the truth. And if you've experienced the toxicity of the narcissistic relationship, drop comments below. You now have changed. Everything about you has changed. Your mindset, who you communicate with, who you don't communicate with, where you go, where you don't go, what you feed your body, your mind, your soul, what you don't want surrounding you. And what you don't want surrounding you is the toxicity and the weight of the narcissistic relationship. That is something that, again, almost took you down for the count, but it didn't. It came very close, but it didn't. And because you rose through the ashes like a phoenix, and because you're galvanized, you now understand that your value is through the roof. Not everybody comes through the narcissistic abusive cycle. Most people do with the tools and with the wisdom if they apply it properly. But remember, there's no magic wand, there's no pill, and no one's going to go knocking on your door asking if they want you, if you need them to save you. That's not going to happen. It certainly didn't happen with me. My support system blew up left, right, and center, and I was left for dead on the side of the freeway, believe me when I tell you. And so many other people on the channel and people that I work with or in the community, they had similar experiences. This is why you need to understand you are stronger than you think. You are stronger than you know. I know it. You know it. You need to believe it, and you need to understand that what you do going forward will determine the path of the rest of your life. Don't stay stuck in the narcissistic fog. Don't believe in the Hoover. Don't believe in the false narrative of the narcissist. Trust your instincts. Pay attention to your intuition and pay attention to red flags. Begin living your life. If not now, when? Guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning. No matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. Remember that. You are not alone. God bless you all. I love you, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And a commenter the other day said, wow, Andrew, you drink a lot of coffee. Truth of the matter is, I have a lot of energy. I've always had a lot of energy. Do I enjoy coffee? Yes, I do. But do I need it? Absolutely not. But I would say I have more energy than a lot of people on this planet. It's natural. It's always been that way. And I'm a fortunate individual to be here on the planet and to share my energy with you. So remember, God bless you guys. I love you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, bye.